Hey, hey, leave her alone, Chris.
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the
Listen to
Ohio
party
State
rail to see if I could try to.
taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To throw, it's Morton. Finds his man down the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Every time we play the way, bro, that nigga do not
Great
drop.
job by the
Thank you.
offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil.
Let's see.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grab near the marker. It's Tate. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fights off a defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Jackson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the tough.
going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to pass. It's Sayed.
That's a fucking guy.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Under fire. And he was
Shit like that, bro. Get into the offense, please.
And this offensive
Since we got the ball, we out here tripping. Got to turn over. Do something with the
Go
motherfucker.
through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
It's a
Great
straight
decision
move.
by the quarterback, and there's this danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs
Well, then you hit the weight room, man.
to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck
Y'all
and
niggas
run
in
and
Texas,
take
y'all got
off.
weights down
By the
there.
time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it
That
was
takes
way
all
too
them
late.
takes
He was
bitches.
gone.
Getting set for the extra point after
Well, they ain't even waiting.
to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched
21
56
score.
yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this
That's that
crowd.
bullshit.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they
I
start
already
him
know
at the
what I'm playing,
21.
man. You finna play for real, that. This nigga finna go around and score 2 plays. And then start talking shit.
For the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Morton. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. No huddle here for the offense.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. And back to the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And listen,
I'm
the
gonna give
defense
up a
knew
play. I want to do it like
they
that.
were going to target him early enough.
Oh, 50-50 ball right there.
And there's no mystery where the quarterback's
Oh,
going to be
50-50
looking
ball, dude.
on critical down and
50-50.
distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stunned cold as soon as he got it. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Dropping back, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's good. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Delivers the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this hand. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's sacked. Trying to get away, but the defense tracked him down.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was
Get it out there.
a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this
Bad,
game.
though. They're gonna be-
The go route to one of the fastest
be-
players in all of college football. This
Ooh.
receiver strikes
I see why you playing
in the
quarterback,
heart of
nigga.
every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down. Really nice job there on the third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On fourth down, looking to pass.
Come on, you drop that, nigga.
Look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over
You drop that.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Oh my.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Here's the pressure. Finds his man, it's Dickey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
You feel like you was early, Nate?
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat.
Oh, easy.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Release to the back. It's caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
It's gotta make something good. Some good.
The ball is at the 3-yard line.
Boy,
they
some
can't
good.
pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on fourth and short. Pulls and fires complete. And the catch is right into the end zone.
It's a good play, though. Good play. Yeah.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That's reeled in, it's Tate. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Smith. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Slings it downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Morton. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Plows through the defense. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
Sorry for the defense. I just played. It's coming with a big
and the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Let's go, coach.
We'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got his man. At the 40. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also, because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Got his man on the outside. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to fire on second down. Steps away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, turn it right on.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Tate. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's got it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And when you have so many playmakers
Gotta be,
on
that was
offense,
crazy right there, man.